Yes, team. Are you ready to spice up your match day? Welcome to Match Bingo, the most fun you'll ever have watching football, cricket, or darts. It's very simple. You'll get 15 random in-game actions like a yellow card, corner, goal, or a nutmeg. And just like the classic bingo, the first to match a full line wins. There's a prize for the first line, second line, and the almighty full house. Scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description to sign up. Deposit a minimum of £5 and you'll be boosted with a 200% deposit increase. That's right, triple your play power just like that. Each card is only £2 and this is UK only, so you know it's built for you. So whether it's football, cricket, darts, Match Bingo is a place to be. It's fun, it's interactive, and it's time to yell, let's Match Bingo. Ah, it's a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, there's some sales going on. Liverpool moving crazy. Isak might be training with the team. Eddie Howe is trying to do the family day to maybe convince Isak to stay, trying to get all the kids running around. Oh, Isak, stay. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. But listen, yesterday was my son's birthday, so I didn't stream. Big up to everyone that sent the messages as well, man. Love for the love. But yeah, we're back. We have to talk about Liverpool. We have to talk about the transfers. Harvey could be going Leipzig. So much, so little time. And I don't know why you guys are getting on to me in the chat, by the way. I don't even understand, like, NUNEZ leaving is a... I told you, man, he needed to be sold. Like, I don't get it. But Savage is in the building. G's in the building. And I don't know what happened to Jerry. But let's see. Maybe he fixes his internet and he'll be back as well, man. But, man, them, before we go, man, I know we spoke in the background, but obviously the people weren't there. They weren't listening. They didn't know. So we're going to pretend we didn't speak. How's the man them today?
Blessed. Big up the chat, man. Keep going with the messages. Love it. Keep interacting. You know, it's always good vibes. So yeah, man, keep doing your thing. Hope you guys are blessed.
Nah, I don't like you bigging up the chat, bro. They're getting on to me, bro, in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, keep going, chat, man. Keep the messages coming.
All right, say less. What about you, Sav?
All good, bro.
You're wasting.
Yeah, chilling, brother. Chilling.
Yeah, man.
Chilling,
But
like
listen, yeah, man. I did my grounding today. You know what I mean? Feet was outside in the dirt. Went to... Can you not pull faces, bro? Like, just letting the people know, innit? Like, big up to the people them that go outside and ground themselves within nature.
How primal of you.
No, sometimes you have to go outside and put your feet in the dirt.
Oh, you don't, bro. You man are moving mad rustic, bro. You don't need to be doing that, bro.
Yeah, you can.
Done, bro. Them days are done, bro. Got technology now, bro.
To do what?
To do everything, bro. We don't need to be in the ground and the dirt and that, bro. Just charging them nothing, bro. With your 0.2% of charge, bro. Ain't do nothing. But getting your feet dirty and then you have to go back in your technology-based shower, bro. So just allow it, innit?
Nah, but you can wash your foot outside if you got like an outside pipe and that. Just wash your foot off.
And then step back on the grass.
Well, you can put your foot back in your shoes and then walk back in the yard, isn't it? Like walk back.
The shoes that are made from the sweatshops.
All right, so we won't be... All right, so tomorrow I'll walk outside barefoot. I'll leave the yard barefoot and I'll go outside barefoot and I won't use those shoes.
Guys, you want to be very primal, get rid of your yard, bro. Just go live in the cave.
No. We can't live in...
See how your son enjoys his birthday party in a cave, bro. Just want to be
Nah, you could string 2 lights up and that rub 2 sticks and create a fire, bro. That's minor, man. We can run that. You know, that's an interesting thing, though. Do you guys think, question before we get going, and I'll get to the guys in the chat and the ladies as well. Do you think if we lost everything, yeah, do you think you could actually survive outdoors?
I could survive outdoors. I just wouldn't want to.
I think a lot of people would struggle.
I could do it.
I think 99% of the Western world would struggle.
I'm struggling regardless. Like,
yeah.
Bro, like
you watch it like Walking Dead and that, bro. It makes you feel a bit uneasy, bro. It's gonna be worse than that.
I don't mind it. Do you know what? When I watch it, I don't mind it though, Sab. I told you, there's one scene, bro, when I was just driving and there was no one around and the world.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, we might need to, I don't know, have a conversation about this vibe that you've got ends, you know, the world ending, you being alone. I don't know. It's not safe. It doesn't feel safe. Like, is everything okay? Like, Are you good? Like,
Yeah, no, I'm
you know,
done.
we'll speak off stream. We'll speak off stream. It's okay.
All
One
right,
second.
cool.
I could do without half the population. I don't think half of us need to be here still. Maybe
Nah,
more.
Thanos was
Oh, you're
right.
trying to do a Thanos. The Thanos.
Yeah,
No,
just take that. Because man, them are just taking up space. Like some people don't have no redeeming qualities. bro.
Thanos. Yeah, I
See,
mean,
Ultron-
Adolf.
Ultron as well.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Hey, Jerry, allow it.
bro, man saying half the population. Bro.
No, but I'm saying, bro, like, let's be
These
realistic.
extremist takes, bro. These
I don't want to
extremist
make up
takes.
statistics and that, but I'm guessing, like, bare people don't have any redeeming qualities, but just taking oxygen, bro. So just leave, innit?
I might need to get them big trees back. But listen, big up to the people them inside, man. Too much to shout out, but you guys already know. Love for the love as always. There is a poll in the chat as well, just to see how you guys are. 60 votes already. 58% saying they're feeling great. 8% said not all that good. Like, hey, hopefully that we could. Let's hopefully by the end of the stream, 8% is feeling better, bro. 50, 10%, not too bad. 23% so far. So hopefully we'll make you guys laugh. Hopefully we'll have a bit of conversation, and then we'll head out. Listen, I was saying these man just getting on to me.
Man said you might be an emo blood.
Bro, I was like, raw, that's a bit extreme. Fucking hell, that's crazy.
You know what?
All
All that ends would need is just like a little, like, do you know what I mean? Like a Slipknot wallpaper on the back of his thing. Do you know what I mean? Even the Liverpool font looks a bit gothic, innit?
That's it.
Leave me alone, man. Let me live my life, and I'll let you guys live your own lives as well, man. But where do we want to start, lads, man? I think no place but to continue the Alexander Isak conversations, because this brother, I don't know, is he gonna stay? Is he gonna go? Is he whatever? But Craig Hope said the update about an hour ago, maybe like 2 hours ago, I don't know. As it stands, he's not going nowhere because Benjamin Sesko is 100% going to United because he's agreed terms, agreed the fee. So Isak, the Newcastle hierarchy said he ain't going nowhere, bro, until they can find a solution. But also yesterday, he said that he was going to tell them officially he wants to leave the club and he doesn't want to stay there. Apparently, in our last game as well, his agent was at Anfield. I don't know. I saw a picture. People were speculating whether it's him. It wasn't. Doing the side-by-side images, all of that stuff. So I don't know, lads. What I do know is at training today. But I also know that, Eddie Howe apparently is doing like a family day after training to, I don't know, bring the team together. I don't know what convinced Isak maybe. The kids running around saying, Isak stay. I don't know. But, and then we're at a standstill at the moment. We're at a junction at the moment with this Alexander Isak stuff. I know we've had the conversation numerous times, but it's not going away, man. I thought by this week, by the middle of it, by the end of it, at least something would have taken place now with this brother and he would have been doing medicals and all that, but nothing has changed at the moment. What is still the same, though? He wants to leave. That's 110. Whether he leaves, it's crazy, man. But who wants to take the reins on this one, man? Big up, Liz.
It can't go as it stands. So what? Even if Newcastle get a striker, or is it just like as it stands, like as of today, where they haven't got a striker? Like
they can't get they can't get anyone. Everyone they've bidded for has gone to a different club, i.e., Man United.
Then we ain't getting Isak. Maybe we should just live with that. And obviously we've got Ekatike, you know what I'm saying? Got Gakpo, do you know what I mean? Got Rio and that. Got Chiesa. You know what I'm saying? Like Salah.
Oh, 1 second, I feel sick. 1 second, I'll come back.
That's No, but like, the way that we're going, like it's like we're trying to make space for a striker to come in or someone to come in, but that person doesn't look like they're coming anytime soon. Honestly, bro, I don't know, man. Yeah, like Newcastle are getting rejected left, right, and center. Like, would you let your star player go? Like, if you weren't getting in anybody else, like realistically. So we gotta hope that they can sign someone. And I'll be real, it's gonna look like they're gonna need to sign 2 strikers now. So we might need to wait for them to do that first, and then we can maybe get.
What's
Isak.
happened with the
But
Bingy one? Is the Vissa one not going through now?
All we've heard
I think
that.
this is in the same position as Isak.
Yeah, he's
right?
just
Man ain't
sitting
trying to
there
leave
waiting.
right now. Like,
Because they're trying to lowball him, innit, with Vissa, innit? I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. Interesting.
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
It's business, bro. I don't blame him still, but I think if you hand in a transfer request, it's kind of curtains, because at the moment, if you listen to Newcastle fans and that, they can just do the in denial thing, innit? Like if it's not confirmed by him, I can just say that he ain't really done it. You know what I mean? That's why that geezer was screaming on TalkSport and that, because it didn't come from Isak or his agent. But once he does that, then the fans really know, like, yeah, it's definitely trying to get out of the club and that. And you know how Newcastle fans are, they're mad passionate, so they probably won't want him there at that point. Well, it's still down to Newcastle, man. You know what I mean? Take the money and use that as quick as you can, I see. You know what I mean? Even if it's not from a Liverpool standpoint, like if we were speaking and it wasn't to do with our club and I was looking from the outside, I'd still be like, brother, you lot need to take the money, bro. Honestly. So, but I don't know. I don't know what the selling point is for Newcastle. I know they're a good club in that, man, but I don't think their wages are that high in it. So,
No.
Coming from a different club, you're probably going to want to increase in your wages. They're probably going to have to get someone who's a more experienced player in that, around like the 20, 28 mark and that above, which means they already know what they want and they're probably looking for their last big contract. So, yeah, they're going to have to do that. Otherwise, revert back to being old Newcastle. They got a good team, but they're going to end up with like Iosi Perez type players and that, which are not shit, but they're not for the level they want to get to, which is, you know what I mean, it's a bit rubbish for them. They've only got what's the geezer name again? Oslo or whatever his name is there.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
seen him in the league, in the League Cup is good, but I don't think he can lead the line for them. So, yeah.
What do they need then? Because bro, they keep getting turned down left, right, and centre, bro. But everyone they've gone for, apart from Elanga, like everyone else is like, nah, I'm all right. And players want to leave. Livramento potentially going City. Gordon opened his mouth up the other day as well, so maybe he's in like bad books at the moment.
I think it's where they're shopping now. If you're looking at Newcastle, they're shopping in the same market that Liverpool are shopping in.
Yeah, it's not good for them.
They're shopping in the same market as United are shopping in. The players that they've gone for, Wissa looks like he wants to go Newcastle. That's a Brentford problem. That's a club problem, similar to Liverpool and Isak. Elanga, they got through the door. But Newcastle are just being very, very ambitious in the market. I wouldn't even put it past them for them to have like these other players lined up, very ready to go. Like, do you know what I mean? But they're also wanting to, especially when you're getting rid of Isak, or if that's a potential thing, you want to bring someone of status and that you want to make a statement. And Sesko would have been a good statement for them. Ekitike would have been a good statement, because it's like we took the forward of Chelsea, off Liverpool, who were interested. Do you know what I mean? That didn't happen. You're looking at Sesko. If we take that player off United, it's like the roles have changed. United usually they get any player they want. Nah. Newcastle did. You know what I mean? Same with Mbeumo. So they're shopping in a tough market. Like Liverpool have struggled in that market before. We've struggled until this season, really. Yeah. Anytime we've tried to go and buy a big player, we've never got the player, ever. We always have to get the second and third option. So this idea that, do you know what I mean, Newcastle are being flopped. No, if they go and get, do you know what I mean, Brighton's whoever, do you know what I mean, or get whatever, Brentford's whoever, then they'll be all right. But it's just obviously they're in a situation now where, look, I think Isak, to keep Isak is their priority. And I'm going to be honest, man, I've had enough of it, bro. I don't even want him at this club anymore. I don't want Isak at this club. Just play Ekitike, get me a 6 and get me a centre back, and I'm more than happy with that. This idea that Isak needs to come in and it's taking too long now, bro. It's taking too long. For whatever reason, they don't want to sell, regardless of what the reason is. Oh, come on. There comes a point you can't be a side man, innit? You just got to kind of just accept reality and be like, cool, let's just move in another direction and keep on moving forward. Because the worst thing would be for Liverpool to still be hovering around this Isak thing. And then come September the 1st, we're like, our options at centre-back are Endo, Gravenberch, Virgil van Dijk, and Konate.
Do you know what? You're right. And I did read some, I say reports, but it's more like people quoting others, and I didn't go and check it for myself to see if it's true. But they were just basically saying that Liverpool are not going to be waiting around because we want to get this player, and if he doesn't want to come, then we're moving on.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we'll move on to our centre-back targets and stuff like that. So I don't know. I honestly don't know what Isak has to do.
I think we should have probably done that a week ago anyway, bro. because it doesn't mean you can't get him anymore, but you can't have to show a stance that, okay, we'll just go on, we go about our business a bit. You know what I mean? No one else is going in for him, so he's safe there if he ever wants to leave. At the moment, no one's paying that money, and then get on with what you're getting. And then he still might have handed in a transfer request and caused it. Because Jerry's right, it's the market what they're shopping in. And to be fair, they're shopping in the right market. It's just that Man U and that aren't, because they've dropped off a bit. So normally, Man U ain't trying to get, I'm no disrespect to that because I think it's baller, but they're not going after Bremo and that, bro.
They're getting Rodrigo from Real Madrid and that.
Yeah. So because they've dropped into this lower market, it's like a Premier League team getting relegated and go to the Championship. They'll just get all the best players instantly if it's a team that's meant to be in the Prem. So yeah, they've gone for all the right people. The people that were at the other clubs, they're doing decent. I mean, Chris at Nottingham was at their club and they got rid of him, and then he was cooking last season. They've got rid of Callum Wilson. They've done the right thing there. People like Vissa are the right move for them, but again, that's all up in the air, man. So I don't blame Newcastle because obviously they're trying to head a certain way. And as I said before, I think once they lost Amanda Sleevely and her husband, that kind of connection with these different clubs and stuff like that, she was really good at that. She's gone, and now it just looks like the Saudi owner thing, and no one ain't trying to hear it. So,
if we're being honest, right? Like talking about that Saudi thing, they've got that pool in Saudi Arabia. Like Newcastle could move, they could move mad in their own way, innit? They could go and just grab Neves. Ruben Neves from Saudi, grab this player from Saudi, grab that player from Saudi, grab Tony from. They could do that. They could do that in it, but they'd obviously want to go and approach it in a different way. And I don't think, like, even though the media is trying to spin it a certain way, I don't think Newcastle are pressed like that. I think they're happy with what they've got. I think they're looking at their midfield thinking our midfield's top 3 in the Premier League. That's the way they'll view it. Whether that's the case or not remains to be seen. Yeah. That's the way they'll view it. They'll look at it and be like, Livramento, arguably one of the best right backs or full backs last season. They'll believe Hall, one of the best left backs last season, right? They'll believe in Botman. They'll believe in Cher in the season he's had. Maybe you can add another centre back there. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe obviously trying to get Gahey, but again, Liverpool are trying to get Gahey, so they're shopping in a mad market. Do you know what I mean? They've got 2 goalkeepers that are arguably all top 10 in the Premier League right now. Like they'll be in there somehow, whether in a 9th or 10th, but still top 10 Premier League. They've got 2 keepers at that. A lot of teams don't have that depth. I think they've got better keepers than Chelsea, as an example. Do you know what I mean? Their keeper they've got better keepers than Chelsea for me. And then they'll look up front and be like, well, we just got Elanga, who's arguably after Salah, maybe the best right winger in the Premier League, especially statistically, with all the assists he made, right? They've got Gordon, who Liverpool want, so he must be good. They've got Murphy, who they unlocked and got a lot of assists as well, right? And they've got Isak. Cool, we're not going to let go of Isak. We're going to get another forward in, right, whoever it is. It might be Wissa, but we're not going to let go of Isak. And we're not going to go and just lie down and allow Liverpool to just, take our player without us having an adequate replacement. And the only way we're going to do that is if we get our top target. If we don't get our top target, then boy.
Yeah, feels like Liverpool fucked him up with the Ekitike thing, because Ekitike was a Newcastle type player. But Liverpool did the right thing for once. Normally, we don't strike early. We let the player go to another club, build up, and they cost their money. Now we just got in and tried to buy the young talent straight away. Sorry. If Ekitike ended up there, then you get me. Isak would have been able to go. Nah, Ensegal's crazy blood. What the fuck?
That's a Steven Ensegal. Now, someone get a picture of Steven Seagal up. Oh my god!
Seagal with the leather trench coat and the Cuban heels, blood.
Cuban heels, man.
You know them Canapie special movies, blood.
And the flared out trousers, the black trousers, flared off. Yeah.
All right. So how long till the actual transfer market closes? Because we still got business to do elsewhere in the team, especially the defense. How long is that? Do you guys know a time, or chat? Do you guys know a time? And also, chat, there's nearly 300 of you guys in the building.
A time on what?
61 likes. Come on, guys. The transfer market.
Of how long's left?
Yeah, how long we got left?
About 4 weeks, I think.
Okay, so 4 weeks. Yeah, it could take 24, 48 hours to get any deal kind of done as well.
1st of September, innit? So, 3 weeks.
25 days.
No, 4th of September.
4th of September, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so I'm right, 4 weeks.
Okay, so we've got 4 weeks left. Yeah, that's enough time to get
oh, sorry, no, that's the other one. You're right. First, sorry.
1st September. Yeah, it's enough
And
time.
that the one after if you're already halfway through a deal or something, or if you got the paperwork.
No, it was they were just like I just saw the list of transfer window, but it's different for different countries and stuff like that. But for us, it's the 1st of September.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a little while left to kind of try and get these deals across the line, man. Which I think we will, man. But it's just so long that Newcastle can't convince players to join their team, bro. That's the annoying part. Because I think that this would have been done long time if they would have been able to get the players that they wanted into their team. It would just been like, all right, cool, boom, take him. I know we've
It might be
hardball.
It might be. I don't know, man. Because who they tried to get like who they actually bidded for.
Yeah,
well, they tried to get Mbuemo, tried to get Cunha, they tried to get Benjamin Sesko. Obviously,
Cunha, I'm gonna say that they didn't because United did come in super fast with that one.
Okay, yeah,
that was already done and dusted. But even the rest, I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like it might just be difficult. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you telling these players when they're coming in, like the Seskos and that? Like, if you're trying to get Sesko, right, with the situation currently, what the hell are you telling him? Remember, Sesko ain't leaving to come sit on the bench anyway. Yeah. Unless he was going to like a really top club or whatever, fair enough. But he's obviously it's Newcastle, with no disrespect. You've already got the 2nd best striker in the Premier League, so you are playing second fiddle to this guy. So I'm thinking, what is that conversation?
I agree. Like? Yeah,
because all the clubs, Joao Pedro, the same thing. Like I don't know, like they've already got the one of the best strikers. So you now trying to explain to someone else, like, hey, by the way, you try and get even look at Delap. I said all these guys, they're all second fiddle. So unless they're being told like, no, we're gonna let go of Isak. When you come in, you're gonna be the main guy. But it might be to what Jerry's saying, which is the reality is you've got him here. If they can bring in someone of like a Vissa kind of level to kind of play off of Isak, I don't know. Like in my head, I'm like, Liverpool fan, I want us to sign Isak. But if I'm looking at it as a neutral, I'm like, nah, it makes more sense if he just stayed there, to be honest with you, because they do have a good enough team. Savage just Jerry just reeled off all of that midfield, really good team.
But to that
good team.
But to that point, then, yeah. But to that point, then, G, yeah, just playing devil's advocate. How the hell, like, if this Liverpool Isak deal is real, right, and Liverpool are trying to make it happen, how the hell did they sell the Liverpool project to Ekitike? Like,
I'm confused with that one. I'm confused with that one too. Like, I don't know how we sold it to him to say, oh yeah, come here.
Yeah, I was thinking I guess the only difference with that one is we just won the Premier League, innit? Even if you can't, club team.
I hear that, but unless it's a thing where like Liverpool, he's just gone and been like, yeah, whatever, innit? Like, I'm just gonna go and play. It seems to me from how he's moved in his career, Ekitike. So he could have done that at PSG, bro. He could have just stayed at PSG and just been on the bench, but he was like, nah, I want to go and play. He's gone Frankfurt. For me, it only makes sense he'd want to go to a place where he's going to play. And I thought that's why he didn't go to Newcastle, because they've got Isak there, innit?
They've definitely sold the fact that Salah's on his way out.
But you see with this Salah being out, what does that have to do with everybody? I hear people say it, but I don't get what does it mean though. Like him going, they're not right wingers. No, I know that, but I don't think it's that.
I don't think it's that, bro. You can just, at the moment, Slut can lie about what's going to happen in 2 years, bro. You can tell him you're going to change the formation or anything, bro. You can tell him that you're going to be the face. You're going to be the face. He's so young, so letting him go like, Salah's been out in interviews telling him like, when the 2 years are up, I'm gone. Like I'm gone. So selling him that, and obviously remember when they've gone in for Ekitike, we hadn't bid for Isak or anything like that. It was just speculation. Still, Slot's like, bro, no, we're not trying to bid for Isak. What are you talking about, bro? You know what I mean? Just sign it open and that. You're the new prospect. You're the up-and-coming one. We want to build everything around you. You know what I mean? See where our club's at. We've just won the Premier League. Now you tell him that we want to win the Champions League. And what other club can you go to do that? Well, the only clubs that are interested in him aren't teams that are going to win the Champions League at the moment anyway. So to take him away from Newcastle, very easy. Remember, Ekitike one's weird because Chelsea were interested as well. And they stopped their interest and got Pedro. So then it's just like between Newcastle and Liverpool. That's not hard to sell between the two clubs. Not when you've just won the Premier League in Liverpool. And even on our low wage base, what we normally give people, it's still higher than Newcastle's. That's probably it. Yeah. But I think if we had let him go there, the Isak thing would have happened already. But Liverpool weren't even trying to do that. So hey, it's one of those ones. Man.
But that's my point then, innit? If we feel that Liverpool would have got Isak if they let Ekitike go, then why get Ekitike? So this whole idea, this narrative that some Liverpool fans are spewing about Liverpool is a master stroke.
No, it's not.
They took Ekitike and they're trying to get Isak. For me, and this is what I stand on, they kind of panicked, didn't it? It was like, if we don't get Isak,
yeah, I agree.
Our number 2 option's not going to be there. We need to get a number 2 option in. That's what it's seemingly.
I do agree because
you still haven't got Isak through the door.
Yeah,
you still haven't got Isak through the door. You clearly have brought in Ekitike to start. In terms of like their profile, in terms of their stature and stuff, Nunez and Ekitike are similar in terms of they're both fast, both tall. Means that, do you know what I mean? It's not like he's a Jota type of player, Nunez. Do you know what I mean? He's not a full snap. He's just the full within it. So you're telling him Ekitike is taking your place. How's Isak going to come into that as well? If anything, it would make, in my head anyway, and this is just me thinking as a coach, it'd make more sense to go and get Julian Alvarez. That's a different type of forward altogether. That gives you a different dynamic because Isak and Ekitike are very, very similar in terms of how they play. Yeah. Hence why people were saying that Ekitike is the replacement for Isak if he goes. You're getting both of the same player. It means that if Isak's out, you can't even, or if Isak's off form, or if they're both off form, you can't even change the way you want to play. You just got 2 forwards that play the same way.
Yeah, I think.
Carry on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's like I wouldn't use the word panic. I would say it just made sense because what Liverpool couldn't do is, right, if we weren't guaranteed to get Isak, we can't allow them to go and get the other striker that we feel in the future could be exactly like Isak, if not better than him. So we can go, all right, let them have him with the hope of, all right, we'll get Isak. They'll definitely give us Isak now. I think so. Liverpool was that they had the decision to make. They was like, worst case scenario, let's go and get him in because we see that he's going to be a top talent. Let's get him in. Worst case scenario, if we can't get Isak now, we will eventually get him. But at least we've gone and got a player that we want. At least now we've got someone in that can fill the gap. And I get it. Like obviously, if you still got Salah, you got, you're gonna get Isak, you've got Ekitike. You're like, okay, who's gonna be the main man? Who starts in the middle? All of that stuff. But at the same time, and it's about building a squad, right? We want the best squad. We want a team that can compete on all fronts. Whether or not we go and do that this season, we have to kind of wait and see. But we want a squad that's going to be able to compete. And if you don't have Isak for 1 week, I'm happy that we got a player like an Ekitike that could play.
We've done something that the big clubs normally do, what the biggest clubs do. Yeah. We're not used to it, so it seems weird. But like Bayern Munich and Madrid and all that, they do this all the time, bro. Like it's usually when someone says there's an opportunist, like you're an opportunist, somebody comes along or try it. It's usually cheap, innit? So, but this is opportunistic, but it's an expensive player. So Ekitike, you're getting him to build now and for the future because you spent that much money on him and you're hoping he's going to become a superstar at Liverpool. And the way we play, we're going to feed people assists and all that. It should be pretty simple for him as long as he's a good player, he's baller. And then Ekitike, everything's like, let's try it. Because if Newcastle said in the first time someone tried it, he ain't going anywhere. It's impossible, not happening, and shut up. And then Isak shut it down. Just done. Liverpool's fine, done. Because that list of strikers that we all had at the beginning of the transfer window slowly started dwindling week after week. Cunha was gone, Yakuza was gone, and these guys were gone. And then it was down to like Sesko and Ekitike, and then Newcastle. So I think that obviously our fans, because we talk about it and we obsess over it, we're not doing the work in it. So it sounds like it's taking too long for us, and this is getting ridiculous. And we're looking like dickheads. For them, like in the business, they're cool, bro. Yeah, Ekitike through the door, like we're fine there. That's a guy who's going to start for us. And if anything, if we don't get Isak, but before the window closes, they'll probably go and get a striker who's a little bit cheaper, maybe a bit more experienced, and he's not happy to sit on the bench like that. But I mean, they've kind of had a big part of their career done already. And then, I mean, or someone who's been at a lesser club, so they're not going to kick up a fuss like that because no one else has gone in for them. That's why I said
if Liverpool went and got Wissa as an example, then it's like he's got a battle list. But I think that kind of signing makes sense to me. Maybe obviously
I agree. The first thing I know people was get Mateta straight away, and not get Mateta because I don't know if he wants to come to Liverpool. I don't know if Palace want to sign him. Probably not. I mean, sell him probably not. Yeah. But that was the first person I was like, if we ended up with him and then I knew he was involved in the equity, I was like, that's perfect. Then let's go and fix the rest of the team. Isak's not needed for me. It's a want. It's not needed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. And for me, when I'm looking at people talking about like building a squad, 100% understand that having Isak will be again amazing. But obviously, there's pros and cons to everything, right? So Isak, unbelievable player, but what you're sacrificing is having the ability to go and play differently. So in certain games, even last season, we went and played Nunez, or Nunez came off the bench and gave us a different dynamic to what Jota was giving us when he was on the pitch. What Isak and Ekitika would give you is, yeah, they play similar. So you're not going to be able to really change what you're doing. If you've got a Mateta in your team, as an example now, you can go a bit more direct. It's like having Giroud on the pitch. You can go a bit more direct now. It means you don't have to go and find it into feet or be intricate. You can just lump it up. You know he's going to hold it up, bring others into play. Or if you, or for example, you had a Wissa involved, or a Julian Alvarez, who's obviously very, very expensive, but he's someone that he's probably better in those half spaces, probably better picking up the ball as a false nine. And it means that in certain games, if Ekitika is not working out because he's just like a forward, even though he drifts a bit, you can have a different style of player. And when you're talking about squad building, that's what I look for more so than just the names, in it. Like if I could pick, I'd have Isak and Julian Alvarez. I think they're two very, very different types of forwards in an ideal world. Yeah. Obviously, you're not going to go and get them, so I'd always want to go and see that. I think we had that with Jota and Nunez, even if you thought they were both rubbish, right? But it gave you a different option.
Yeah, you're right. Man City did the same thing with Alvarez and Haaland. It was perfect.
Do you know
Alvarez wants to play? Sorry.
No, I was thinking while you guys were speaking some great points, yeah. And I was also, do you know when we say that they're similar players, yeah? Even though I want to say yes, but part of me is saying I don't think they are similar, you know, because I look at being able to see like Ekitika up close now, being in our team and not just watching highlights or trying to catch a game before, like being able to see the first 45, 55. I'm like, nah, he's a different type of player. He looks different on the ball. For me, he feels like you could put him anywhere and you'll play. Where Isak, I'm like, nah, put him up top. I feel like that's where you have to put him to get the best out of him. And I know we've seen him drift over to the left and dribble past man and stuff, but I just feel Ekitika is it's just better. I just feel like he's just, from what I can see, he just looks more accomplished in what, if I had to drop him left, but I feel like he could just do a job. You know, when someone just intelligent, I'm not saying Isak ain't intelligent because you guys know I want him, but I just feel like Ekitika is just slightly different to Isak. And the other thing I wanted to say as well, guys, maybe Liverpool, like from a business sense, right? Liverpool couldn't allow, you know, Newcastle hold all the cards, have Isak already there, and then sign Ekitika in the hope, right? Because then they could just put us over a bow and chart and say, all right, he's going to be 160 then. And because they know we're desperate, Liverpool have two options. Either you pay what we're telling you to pay, or you walk away, and we're the ones laughing because we got two of the best ones about, and we'll just carry on with our day. So I feel like Liverpool had to go and get him. Also, to let Isak know, if you really want to come to this club, you have to make it known to your club, because we're all right now. We've now got our striker as well. So if you just want to sit there and be Mr. Nice Guy, then do that. And I feel like that's why one of the reasons as well Liverpool went and got Ekitika, because now it forces the hand of Isak to go, right, I need to hand in a transfer request. I need to make it difficult. I need to let these men know I'm serious about leaving. Where before, you'd be like, well, at least we put a price up. They didn't want to pay it. So it is what it is, isn't it? You just have to stay here now. Now
that bid in the week was a real bid in Liverpool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so that makes sense, man. Because I think if other teams were in for Isak, Liverpool would have just paid the money or not. It would call you bluff, innit? We can kind of take the piss a little bit. You've already got Ekitika through the door. That's why the first bid wasn't what Newcastle asked, even though you've acted like desperate, like you want him. And now that you know that Isak's a bit unsettled, that's perfect business, man. That's what I said, bro. There ain't no morals in business, bro. People are just rattling over people's clubs and that, which is crazy still. Yeah, man. It's
like all we did was, you know, because I know you can't just go directly and speak to the player in it without the club obviously knowing. So we didn't do nothing wrong, bro. Like, you know what I mean? The player wants to, and from the reports, they're saying that he told them a year ago he wanted to leave. So I don't know, man.
It's just unfortunate timing for Newcastle, I think, when they decided to start buying players the year when everyone needs players, bro. And you're at the bottom of the pecking order, so.
Do you know how crazy that is as well, that you can't go and get any of the players you actually want in your team? Like, and the players from your team wants to leave. That's crazy, bro. All right, let's shift the Isak conversation. And let's go on to Darwin Nunez. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be on his way to Saudi still. And when he made that joke about the Saudi money,
I know that was funny, man.
yeah, so club by club agreement is now done. So pretty much he's on his way out, man. So everyone's going to get their wish and see him off. So now it's just about personal terms, isn't it? They're saying it's around 40 something million, and then it could rise to whatever. They said big add-ons, but I don't know what it means in it. So I'm assuming maybe like up to like 60 million. It was like big add-ons. They're saying it like that. So yes, around say 60 million. Darwin Nunez is heading out to Saudi. So Liverpool's got money there, bro. Like we can. Do you think we can definitely go and get another attacker as well, as long, alongside Isak as well? Because the amount of money we've made, I saw they think we made like 129 million from sales this summer so far.
No,
What, alongside in Isak?
Yeah,
No,
do you think we can go and get another?
We got Jaden on it.
No.
Nah, Jaden's going on loan, bro. His back is alright now. He can go on
No,
loan.
I don't even want another.
Jaden's staying.
I'd rather, just get one more. That's it. I don't need another attacker. Or we don't need it.
Yeah, where would we even?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
when you want a third attack, you just use one of the younger players, innit? If needed, but normally.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Shout out to the man that play EA, yeah, because you know when you have money and you just want to spend it for no reason, you don't need the player.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a young little 40 million here. Don't really want to leave that for next season. I might as well just go and get.
This is how man get broke. This is how man get broke.
Yeah,
you know, this is how you end up like United. You're just like, no, you know what? Let's just get someone else. Like what?
It's true.
You don't need no one else. But I was like, nah, if you got a young little 40 there, you might. Who's available for around 30, and you just go and get them.
So someone that you don't even rate. Someone you just whatever. So who's available at 40? Yeah, you're right.
Am I tripping? How many is Man City got just one striker in Haaland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mamouche can play up front as well. But
I was just asking because I'm like, we don't need three. But I was thinking of the team then. They lost Haaland.
No, Savage. The problem that you've got with that statement, I agree with you. We don't need three. But from what I'm reading in the chat, and what people are saying, apparently we've got 100 games next season. So there's apparently 40 games for every striker to be able to play. So there's enough game time.
You also have a limit to the bench as well.
Bro, apparently there's no limit. Because everyone keeps doing this thing of there's bare games next season. I'm like, there's not enough games in your head that you think. Remember, you've got 38 Premier League games, right? You've got 8 Champions League guaranteed games.
It's 48 games. It's 48 games, definite.
48 games that you've got for definite, like guaranteed if you're a Champions League team.
If you get knocked out of the FA Cup and League Cup in the first round, that's 2 games.
Yeah. But even Savage, even still, let's just say you even do get through to whatever the
not the same, because we did get knocked out by Plymouth in the first round. That's what I'm saying. It did happen. So
yeah, no. But I'm just saying, let's just say you get to the final, right? The reality is half of these players are not even going to play anyway. Like, we're going to be seeing Trey, Rio, Stevenson, and these type of, like, when are they going to be able to, like, how many games do people think that players are going to just be happy with playing? Obviously, if you rotate, you're calm. Like, if Slot's going to do that, then you're like, then obviously people will get the game time. But we saw last season, once he found the team that he wanted, even we saw Jota and Nunez, we were cussing. Let's not rest in peace, but let's not act like we weren't cussing Jota when he wasn't performing well. Do you get what I'm saying? We were like, yo, Nunez just needs to play, like, just because we need something different. So we knew that he had a team because that's the team that he wanted to play. So we can see that, okay, once he's kind of got his 11 and they've gelled for the majority of a season, he's going to more than likely play these guys more often than not. It's going to be very rare. He's going to rotate this guy and that guy in and out. Even the midfield, Jones and all these guys. But after a while, Jones just sitting on the bench. Game after game after game. No. I'm saying there was times when I wanted Jones to play. And I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying he didn't even want to rotate a Gravenberch out because it was like, nah, I'm good with him. Endo, man, I'm screaming for Endo to just come on for longer than the 6 minutes he's getting per game because he found his team. And I feel like that's exactly what he will do this season. So
anything with Elliott.
Like these man ain't playing. Like,
Elliott started 1 game in the whole season, like 1 game. And that was when the season was was after IB. That was after IB for bruv. After we went, you know what I mean, Cascada and that.
That's
bruv.
ridiculous.
Now after the man they were on the yacht,
it's true because I think everyone got a bit when Slot mentioned the rotation thing in one press conference, people have just taken it and ran with it like he said something crazy. All he said was, "Yeah, maybe I probably should rotate a little bit more," because he said if he was unaware around it's the Christmas time, innit? Where obviously when they're in other countries they get a break, and he's like, "Yeah, maybe." But that when he said that doesn't mean that I'm going to rotate my whole team. Just two, 3 players in this little period, and then get back to one. He obviously just likes the players that he likes, which I don't understand why we're so obsessed with that in football nowadays. I get it with the extra games if that's the case, but when it comes to like football, nah, bro. You normally centre backs play every game, bro. Like
I don't know
play every game.
But but I think to that side, like I don't know any team that's got 11 players on the pitch and they rotate the whole team just to play. Like it just doesn't happen.
Exactly.
Rodri plays every game. Edison played every game. Haaland plays every game unless he's injured. Haaland plays every game unless he's injured.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Kevin De Bruyne, when he was fit, would play every game. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the way football is. You play your best players. Why are we rotating? Why are we gambling?
Bro, I don't know where
everyone gamble though. Everyone's on gambling.
Okay, but I get that, guys. But only
40 games, and then Isak will play 38 because he might get injured.
Arsenal, apart from injuries, Arsenal play the same team every game, bro.
The same team, bro.
Do you think there should be 5 or 6 players though that play? Do you think like 5 or 6 players is guaranteed, but you should be able to rotate in and around that?
I think
Salah plays,
but the rotation
plays.
No, but the rotation's based on the fact that they are not as strong. So that's the difference. Is you're looking at it and thinking, and as an example, I don't think it's the case, but some people there's should Bradley play or should Frimpong play? Like it's up in arms. You don't know who's better, who's who. That's where you've got the debate in it. So that's why, all right, cool. If you're better, if you're on form, you play. But guess what? If my man's on form, and all of a sudden my man's on form for 20 games, you're not getting rotated in for the 21st game just because, unless he's mad fatigued, which means his performance level would have dropped, right? Or you're saving him for a bigger game, or he's injured. That's the only time. The reason why we're not rotating Salah is because no one's better than Salah. The reason why you're not rotating Ali or flipping Virgil is because no one's better than him in the whole team, right? If Alisson, if we had Chelsea's whole situation with the keepers, bruv, it'd be rotating like no tomorrow. You have Petkovic one day, then it'll be this one, then you don't know who's number. No. It's when there's a statement like, no, I'm the best, and that's my position. But you just play every single game. Gravenberch played every single game. It didn't matter if he was having a poor game. Didn't matter if he fell off towards the back end of the season. Like is alluded to, he played every single game because in Slot's mind, that he's the best player to go and play in that position.
No, I agree, man. I don't remember man rotating Stevie Gerrard every week, but just play the man.
Just play the man.
Even if his leg don't work anymore, just inject him completely.
It's true. Lampard and that man played every single week.
But even like I know everyone was, Pep always rotates. It's like Jerry just said though. It's like outside of Rodri, Haaland, KDB, Edison, and maybe throw in a centre back, maybe Diaz potentially when he's fit, right? The rest of those guys, even if they did rotate, you're talking about players who are of the exact same level. Like it wasn't like they dropped off from like, say, and no disrespect, but you didn't go from like Salah to Harvey Elliott, where you're
they had Morris on the bench, and then they swapped with someone else who's already ahead of Morris.
Morris, Sterling, Leroy Sané, and all of these, like Gabriel Jesus. Like these men are not like, even if you think one is better, they're all of the same kind of level, right? So you can rotate that kind of team consistently towards the back end. Pep wasn't doing that at the beginning of the season. He'd always have his team, and then he'd always think, now it's about time. I need to start rotating X, Y, and Z.
I think the rotation as well. The rotation came in. I think a lot of their rotation came from the wingers, and then maybe one of the midfielders, if not maybe two. Like KDB would sit out. You're like, right, KDB's on the bench, but it was more. They're like, no, we got a run of games. We don't need you for this one. Yeah. Like this guy can play here. Bernardo can play in the 10. Foden can play in the 10.
But look at the players that you're talking about. Like we're saying, even let's just say a drop of KDB to Bernardo. Let's just say there's a tiny drop. That drop is acceptable. We don't have that drop where it's like you've got KDB to Bernardo Silva in the team like that in most positions, where you can be like, no, trust me. Like KDB is obviously KDB. That's an all-time great. But Bernardo Silva's still a bad boy. We don't really have that kind of quality in not in every position, but in most positions. We don't have that. So when everyone's asking for rotation, we're just going to complain next season about, yeah, well, this guy's shit, man. We should let him go. Why is he not? I'm like, bro, we don't need all of that. Just keep the team that you've got.
I think that point you made is correct as well. But I also think, right, that's the reason why we're trying to get the Isaks and stuff like that.
That's true.
And that's why I'm thinking like maybe there is something to do with the Rodrigo stuff. Maybe. Do you know what I mean? I think Liverpool we're subbing players off and we're like, the quality stays the same. There's no like, oh, I'm only putting him on because my man's tired.
Because his man's tired. Yeah.
He's coming off because he hasn't been good today, and I know this guy can offer me more.
And Gakpo Diaz, and this is why I wanted Gakpo and Diaz to stay at the club, right? I just wanted that dynamic to stay because that's the position for me that worked out the best. Yep. You got the best season from Diaz and the best season from Gakpo. Whether you rate them or you don't rate them, right? In terms of production, they combined for what, 40 goals and like flipping whatever, how many assists? 25 assists. But so it's like, or 20 assists or whatever. So you had a left wing situation that works. Now my problem is, right, is that we've got rid of that, right? And if Rio's the guy, but we haven't addressed that, but we're looking to go and get, you know, the Ekitiko is an unknown. I think he's going to be really good, but he's an unknown. We still haven't got anyone there. Right, and we've signed Frimpong, but a lot of people in the chat are saying that Bradley should start. So we just signed Frimpong just because. I thought Frimpong was supposed to level up. I thought Frimpong was supposed to be even better than Trent. That's why we brought him into the club, as opposed to like, oh, we're just bringing in a body. Like I don't want. That's why Gahey for me, and I said it to you on your stream the other day, and would have been the perfect signing because the drop off then from Konate to Gahey, they're the same level to me. They're the same level of player.
Yeah.
So now that drop off's not there. You can start rotating that if he's off form or if he's injured, right? But at this moment in time, bro, I don't want to see Gomez touch pitch. I'm sorry, like I don't want to see Endo in the six because Slot don't trust him. So why should I trust him? I don't want to see Doak for Salah. Is that the rotation people want to see?
That's what I'm saying. Like, just like Salah should really, apart from Salah stinking up the place and that, bro, you should play all the time. Is you play your best players in it, but. Yeah, man. Unless it's tactically rotating, like what Alex Ferguson would do, where it's like Champions League, he weren't starting Fletcher and Kagawa and that because these men were tired. It's tactically he did it.
Yeah, he just put them in it. Yeah,
and if that's the case, because I can see that happening with our midfield. Like today, okay, we're starting McAllister, Jones, and Wirtz because in this game, Szoboszlai is not needed because this team don't play like that in the Champions League or whatever. But it's true what G said, man. Like the over exaggeration of acting like we're playing in 65 games and then the Club World Cup and then, you know what I mean, then this flipping, I don't know, but we're not doing all of that. That's not a guarantee.
It's not
a guarantee it's going to happen, man. And we've learned that the hard way already. We got to the League Cup final, but we got not to the FA Cup straight away. So what you sell to the rest of the players then, all of the young ones, what your development sucks now because you're not playing in the Prem. We ain't playing you.
That's true. That's why you'd have to probably send them out on loan. Like this brother, he's left, Tyler Morton.
Your ends quick one. I've got a call coming, but I'll show you guys.
Cool.
Big up.
Big up, bro.
Yeah, so Tyler Morton, you know, let me move that one.
That Photoshop job is horrible, bro. That is not Tyler Morton's body, bro.
Yeah, man threw him on just whatever he could throw him on and just move on. Good move, I would say. I would love to see what he does. I think he's a good player, very good player, to be fair. But he needs time, he needs space, needs the development. Liverpool couldn't offer him anymore. But 15 million, lads. 15 million.
Good money, man.
That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous amount of money.
Oh, you think it's a lot of money for Morton?
Yeah. No, I think for a player that hasn't really played, for a team to just go, I think he's a top level. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a quality player. But because he hasn't actually showed that to anyone yet, that, I think that's a mad amount of money, you know, to pay for a player.
That Euros, blood. That Euros, they just had got him over the line. Trust me, bro. He was balling in that. I know, man, I'm going, oh, it's under 20. No, bro, that's all he could play in, innit? He was balling in that, bro. You get me? And he was cooking up some of these kind of players and that. So, yeah, man. Listen, I told Blood, Blues played 15 mil for Stansfield in League One, bro. You get me? So, man, I got the money to pay that. They'll do it, man. I ain't mad at it still. I think he'll be good, though. I think he will be good, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? That type of money.
Like, Leon got some, like, Leon's a good team. Like, they are a good team, man. But Yeah. I don't rate him at all. So for 15 mil, I'm like, raw. Like to me, you paid 10 million more than I thought he would have cost, if I'm being real. So to get that much for him, can't complain. Do you know what I mean? Like that's a good deal. That's a really good deal.
Yeah, you're right. From a senior standpoint, he hasn't actually played a lot of games for Liverpool. For them to go, yeah, seen him in the Champions League cooking for 5 games, seen him in the Prem cooking for 10 games. They've only seen championship games.
Man, I'm forgetting Leon's level, bro. They ain't the same as they were back in the day, bro. They're a good football team and that, but their status ain't the same as it was before.
Sam, they nearly got relegated, bro. Like to then go from that to spend 15 M's. That's crazy to me.
No, but you say that, but they finished in the European places last season. They got to the the quarters or whatever it was. They lost to Man United. Like, Leon are a good team, you know. Like they're good.
No,
like,
they're good.
I'm just
right? What it was.
Oh yeah, fair. Yeah, obviously when they had all of them Bastos and them type of dogs. Yeah. I think. Yeah, listen, this could be his level. Like I have no idea until we see him there. I'm not gonna write him off and be like he can't play at Lyon. He probably could. Do you know what I mean? And I think maybe this. You know when you go away, the spotlight's away from when you're at Liverpool. You're at Liverpool. Remember we're so hyper focused on our players anyway. So when you see someone like Tyler Moore, remember he's been in for time. Like I remember him playing away at Tottenham. I fully remember that playing.
How many loans? It's not that 4 or 5 loan moves anyway. So you get me.
Exactly. So
we can't keep hoarding players, bro, and hoarding their careers and that. And like,
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, man.
Send them out.
The Salim and that, man. Good player in that, bro. Never really got seen in the first team much, man. Well, hopefully he goes and does well with his career. But yeah, man, it sounds like about the right move because these deals happen all the time anyway. But they're players that are lesser known. So when like teams like Chelsea do it, it's happening all season, every season. A player to Frankfurt, a player to Dortmund, and all of them are like 10 mil. And they're people I haven't even seen before, but like I've never seen them play at all. Morton's got a little bit of a name for himself. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Big up to Gregory for the supers, man. So that Plymouth game hurt Slot so.
Yeah, it did.
Bro.
In the Eredivisie and that, when you come up against one of those teams from the other league, you can do the little man thing and just rotate. It's like, oh yeah, my team will take care of this team. Didn't work. Sorry, that's why he was so pissed off about the Nottingham thing as well. Because me and you joked about it, bro. The way he spoke about Nottingham in the beginning was like they were dickheads, bro. Said, oh yeah, we're expected to beat this team. They're at the bottom. And then he looked at the side, like, didn't they need to get relegated last season? Like, he's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, we're expected to beat them. And then the game started, and he realized very quick, nah, brother, this ain't Eredivisie, blood. So relax on it. The man thought he was playing against Hercules 2 and them teams, and
Hercules 2.
Yeah, bro, it's not that, bro.
Big up for the super chat. Harvey Elliott, lads. Harvey Elliott. Harvey Leipzig, is that a good move for him? He's doing the fans farewell, he's clapping and stuff. So there is definitely a conversation to be had. And the clubs are having at the moment for Harvey. So he could be on his way out. Interesting, man. Interesting. What do you guys think, man? Is it done and dusted for him now? Is it now, you think, writing on the wall? Gone? Move on?
Yeah. I mean, he should have been gone time ago anyway in this window. Like, why it's taken this long? I don't know. But going to RB Leipzig, you asked if is it a good move. I don't know. Like, again, I wouldn't know until he actually fully got there. I think any move for Harvey Elliott would actually just be a good move. I feel like he would go anywhere and just be good wherever he's at. So if he went Spurs, I think it would be good. If they just lost Maddison, that could have been a deal. I mean, Maddison just got injured for I don't know how long. So that could be something potentially. But yeah, mate, again, go to another country. Like, I don't know. I just feel like with some of these guys, they just need to experience a bit more, and they need to almost like expand their IQ in the game. Like, and I feel like you can only do that by playing for a better team than you're currently at, or go into a different league and just trying something different. We've seen what English players have done when they've gone to Germany. They've done pretty well. Look at Jude Bellingham, Jadon Sancho, Gittins now got his move back to the UK, and there's probably more that I'm just not thinking of. So yeah, like I feel like this is a good, like that'd be a calm move. RB Leipzig are a calm team in Europe. They're well respected around Europe as well. So it's not like he's just gone to some Club Brugge or something. Like he's gone RB Leipzig. So yeah, man, I think that's calm for him.
I agree. I think he'll benefit from it, man. I think he'll benefit more than anyone from that kind of moves, to be honest, bro. And I think he'll embrace the culture and that. And then you'll realize when he gets over there, because obviously it's a bit daunting when you're thinking of it. I'm gonna go to the Bundesliga. I can't speak, but then you realize you get over there, like bare English players over there already.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I mean, and because most people can speak English as well, so I think he'll be fine. He'll probably make a name for it. He'll do like what Sancho and that did, bro. So yeah, man.
Oh, there and cooking in and make a name for himself, and apparently Liverpool adding a buyback clause in there.
Yeah, we're not buying him back, but yeah, he'll want to come back.
These buyback clauses.
Like, yeah, we don't use it, bro. We don't use it.
I think it's just one of those protection for the players, innit? We probably won't use it, but if he goes and does what we think he could do with the freedom to go and express himself and go and cook, we don't know in the next 3 years.
Oh yeah, bring it back to Lovert too.
No,
I was gonna say, where's he gonna play?
He might develop, but you never know. He might develop in a different position. He might go there and play maybe and develop somewhere else. Where you're like, oh, actually, bro, he's out there doing bits in a right wing position. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
No, I do like what you're saying in that, but that buyback.
You saying Harvey DM and that, yeah? You saying deep line playmaker?
I don't think what deep line playmaker. That's in
no,
there.
I think the buyback clause is there.
Plays there the same height.
I think the buyback clause is to make the player comfortable in leaving. That's what I reckon. That's
that's what I think as well. Yeah,
because somebody like Harvey's a Liverpool fan. He doesn't want to go. You can hear him in his interviews and that, but now he's on some. I'm gonna have to be selfish and think about my own career, which is the right thing to do. But then when there's a sticking point, and you know how he's got to go talk to his dad and that, bro. And then he's like, "Oh, listen, you're still important to us and that, bro. Just right now, I want you to develop and stuff like that. I don't think a loan move's good. So we're gonna put a buyback clause in there because we know what you're gonna turn into. We'll get you back." It's like, oh, they still want me back, bruv. Once you're gone through the door, blood, then man, man, just write off man's name off the register and get rid of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, Rio, you want to change here, blood? There's a space still. You get me? That's what happens, bro.
What number is Elliott again? What number is it?
I can't even. That's how bad it is. I don't even know.
I remember he was 67.
No, he ain't that high now.
Ago. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the last number I remember him being.
He hasn't changed it.
That's deep.
That's what I think. Yeah, he hasn't changed it. Yeah. Oh, 19.
That's deep.
Yeah, so Rio can take number 19 in that. You know what I'm saying?
Raw.
Nah, just stop that, man. Because I need to know
that's what you can't take number. What? Rio can't take number
19. Man, stop fucking around my numbers because I'm about to order my Liverpool top. I'm about to get a Rio top. I can't have numbers being changed. So if he's not 73, let me know early, blood.
No, but that's what you gotta wait. You gotta wait until the transfer window's done.
Why should I have to wait, bro? Why can't they fix up, bro? All this twerking over Isak.
But Savage, they don't know. He don't know that Elliott was gonna go. He didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. You know what I mean?
I'm sure the club would make sure the homegrown stuff is sorted. Liz, I'm sure they.
That stuff.
I'm sure they would tell players if they. There's always ways around it. I'm pretty sure. Last on the agenda, lads, Giovanni LEONI, Palmer's wonder kid. I want to say defender, centre back.
I've had people begging this for the last few days. Stop lying, bro. He ain't no bro. Stop lying, bro.
You know what's crazy about him? Yeah, I've tried for like 3 days. There is hardly any scout reports about this brother.
Yeah, I looked for
any of the. Bro, there's. You know what? I was trying to do a video. I couldn't find it.
I was about to say the players that you did last season, he wasn't one of them, innit?
No, he definitely was not one.
You know why? Because he ain't a wonder kid, bro. But okay, let's understand, bro. It's marketing, man. Every time someone Liverpool's linked to a youngster, he's a wonder kid, bro. Of course he is. Remember wonder kid used to be like.
Right. I didn't know he was a wonder kid. Like, I'd never.
No one did. I saw all the replays are on Sunday League pictures.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, what? This is wow, that's crazy.
Man said the Sunday League pitches are the ones, bro. That's what man was turning and roofing the ball over the keeper.
Same, man. Remember when like people who were wonder kids ended up being like Ballon d'Or winners and winning the World Cup? Remember them days, bro? Now everyone's a wonder kid. You know why they're wonder kids? Because I'm wondering about your career. Because there ain't no highlights. That's what we're wondering. Man, bro, what we doing here? Hey, big up Rio, though. I saw his interview and that man said, I'm trying to win the Ballon d'Or. That's my
guy. He said, I'm trying to win it. But nah, they're saying Liverpool obviously want a young profile defender as well. So maybe he's the one in it. Maybe if we can get him in and the Marquez, probably, I'd say that would probably work. That could work.
I said, 35 million. Fuck, for my man.
I say we go West Brom and get Nat Phillips on loan. Bloody hell, run it back. Naldini in that.
That would be hilarious.
We can just loan man in, just an emergency loan, just on a.
I think he gone yet because he was our player last season. Still, Reece Williams. Is he gone now?
I think so.
Good question.
Should be,
I
bro.
really don't know. Good question.
I didn't see him on the sales list, but you know, he could have been released. I don't know, bro. These guys.
He's had such a like when he sits back at the end of his career, he's gonna be like, man, I had a crazy time. Like I had an actual crazy time, bro. Like 1 minute I was playing at Kidderminster, next minute I was getting called back to come play Champions League for Liverpool.
The Champions League,
bro. Like, man.
You know how mad that is for real, you know. 1 minute he was somewhere else, and then the next day he was in a Champions League game.
Bro. No, but you know what we were saying somewhere else, but he was at Kidderminster, bro. Like we already know that's way down there. So
big up Reece Williams and that, bro. Obviously the scouts saw something in him, car. The professional footballers, bro. But brother, we played the game against Spurs. I think Bobby scored in the last minute in that, but yeah, I seen Son leave him, blood. I seen Son leave him like he's running in quicksand, bro. You know, like you try to spin the Beyblade in that, but the trigger jams, bro. That's what he was moving like, bro.
That's a no turnover in the legs, bro.
But to be fair, I'll give Reece and Nat, I'll give them this blight. I do blame Klopp for playing such a high line, knowing that you do not have
these man ain't got the speed. No, you're right. No,
bro,
you're right.
They haven't got the speed, bro. Like you should have dropped that line, bro. I saw Nat Phillips getting turned by who was it, Eze or Zaha when we played Palace, and I just remember sitting there thinking,
when he stepped over the ball on the halfway line and left, man. It was
left, man.
It was Zaha, bro. He ran all the way to the goal and scored.
Zaha.
Him,
I said,
Klopp should have dropped that at least 20 yards back, bro. And they say,
bro, drop the thing. Because Nat Phillips can defend. Don't ever get twisted. He is actually a good defender. But when you ask man to start, turn and run, that's
like let me see what's going on in front of me and I'll defend it, innit? But don't let me have now one of the fastest wingers in the Prem. That
was an injury curse, blood, brother. And then man like Kabak came from Kabak came in just swinging boots around and that. As soon as we played Leicester, bro, I seen Vardy just mash him up. I said, nah, I can't do this, blood.
Kabak came in and said, nah, I'm a Liverpool fan and I want to be here. Let's talk about this quickly and then we'll head out, guys. So this one from Dave O'Cops, a breaking. Alexander Isak has not trained with his teammates today. He's been reported alone. He's going to report alone later today. He'll be not a part of the function with the players and the families today at Newcastle training camp. No. So raw. I was down there.
You know what Eddie Howe's done there, blood? He's done it on purpose, bro. Man said, I'm doing a family day, and your family can't come, blood. You can watch from the other side of the Astro, blood. You know what I mean?
Raw. So I'm there going, it's like, please stay. And they're like, nah, you ain't even invited.
Yeah, you know when man have to take you a plate and that with the foil over the top and that. Just cold sausage rolls and that. That's just what
take you a plate after training. And you know when you're turning up in the car and you pulled up and the function's there, but the car park is there and you just glance over and everyone looks over and everyone goes quiet in that.
And just dry hard bread and that. It's like, yo, no planting now. And then man took it off his plate on the way over. That's you don't deserve no planting, bro.
Yeah, but you're not part of this team no more, bro. What are you talking about?
You know what I would want to know is how, like, obviously we've all been in football, right? But obviously I've never been at this kind of level. So I would love to know how these conversations even go. Like, because obviously we're looking at it we just read that, right? And obviously that looks kind of mad. I can't even front. But it could be that could be either super amicable or it could be they're actually having a mad thing. Like it's actually a beef that they've got behind closed doors. And I would love to know. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I'm sitting there thinking,
I think jokes aside, I don't think it's bad at all, blood.
And a part of me thinks that, but I don't know.
It's actually the one who's trying to move and not being forced out. Man putting a family day on, you're likely to go, I'm allow it still because I don't really feel comfortable and I'm trying to get out. You know them ones, bro. You can think of that in other parts of your life as well, innit? Where it's like, yeah, I kind of fell out with my man, so I probably shouldn't go to his sister's birthday party. You know what I'm saying? Even though she's cool. Yeah, it's just one of those ones, bro. Because realistically, it doesn't make sense, does it? Like, why are you having a family day with the club you're trying to get out of, bro? Not in a dickhead way. Just why are you doing that for? It doesn't make any sense, bro. You know what I mean? Eddie Howe trying to have birthday parties and that. It's like, I've got you a bottle still. Yeah, leave, blood.
But even like when I think when Jerry was talking earlier about the whole thing, I was sitting there thinking like, with this whole Isak thing, obviously I guess the question would be really for Newcastle is how do we integrate someone like this back into the squad if we were to do that? Do you know what I mean? Later on, I don't think it will be as difficult as it's being perceived to be. I feel like they will understand it. I feel like the players, you can be mad, you can obviously be mad, but right now he hasn't handed in a transfer request. I'm not saying he won't, he might do that tomorrow or even today, but he hasn't handed in a transfer request. They just know that he wants to leave. So I don't feel like it's like a mad thing, like, oh my God, like he wants, I feel like they're just looking and thinking, we want you to stay. You're one of our best, if not our best player that we've got here. We kind of need you as well because of what we're trying to do. But we get it. It's Liverpool, blah, 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 blah kind of thing. So
yeah, at the end of the day, they're brethren at it, bro. So the media can make it seem like that. They've done that with Trent, brother. Then we saw a man with their toes out at Salah's yard, bro. You get me? He was about but like obviously, well, these like in fans' mind, they made up that like as soon as this happened, Bruno was like, "Yo, kick him out of the WhatsApp group. Don't talk to him anymore."
Yeah, that's what I feel like people keep thinking is happening. I'm like, are you sure?
And no disrespect to Newcastle, but most of the players in that team who are not, they're not Geordies. So it's usually Geordies who want to play for Newcastle. Nobody else, bro. Bro, they're not all going, this is the pinnacle of my career. This is where I want to get to. They all want to move. You think Bruno don't want to move on to like Barca or something, bro? But of course he does.
Yeah.
And Gordon last year was happy. He was like, I'm going Liverpool. I'm going back home, bro.
Let's not telling everybody like.
So that might be the only person who don't want to talk to Isak, blood, because you took his dream and
that's why he said that I know what he's going through in his interview. He said, "Yeah, I know. I can feel for him because I know what he's going through because the same thing happened to him."
Because in the Gordon one, they had to do the thingy, the PSR thing, and then when they realized that, then he was like, "Oh, no, I actually want to go." And then it was like, "Yeah, you can't. We don't need to. They sold Minter in it to Brighton, I think." And then
and Minter then said he didn't want to leave either.
And then Minter scored a goal against them, and then said sorry to the fans.
He said, "I wanted to stay. I wanted to stay here."
Yeah. And then even like I think Cunha wanted to leave Wolves. Then they had the falling out. Bro, football fans are fickle. You go on the pitch, score a goal, they forget about stuff very quickly, bro. So we know that, bro. Man, they were doing that with the PSG fans. Were acting like the ultras were trying to kidnap Mbappe and that. Bro, I watched when he played. They were booing the manager for taking him off.
Yeah,
man, it's cool, bro. It's one of those. So, yeah, man, it's good though. It's good for like conspiracy theories and to make everything sound entertaining. But realistically, footballers, one, they know it's a business, and two, they're all brethren, bro, and they want to do the same thing their brethren's doing. So, yeah, me, you're going to a team that just won the Premier League. I want to go to a team that won the Premier League. Watch to see Bruno that end up at Man City next season. And
then you'll be like, yeah, you know what? I just always wanted to join a club like this.
Yeah. I saw the other day as well. I don't know if I haven't checked up on it since last week. The thing popped up saying that they might clear Paqueta.
No, they have cleared.
He's cleared. They have cleared him. Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Nah, free man now, bro. He can start. You know,
Pep Guardiola's screwing, bro, because he wanted that was a done deal.
Yeah, he wanted. Yeah, that would have been.
He's gonna be thinking though. You know what's good? He's gonna be cheaper now, isn't it? He'll be way cheaper now.
Probably.
Might not even go anywhere. To be fair, might just
they can't read. You know, when other things happen, they'll like pause your contract, and you still have to see out the rest of it from what happened before. They didn't do that with his because he actually got in trouble for it. So I don't know, man. I don't know how he got away with that, bro. Because I saw the evidence, bro, and he did that shit.
Yes. Oh, he did that shit.
Yeah, he did that, bro.
Listen, guys, appreciate you guys all being here as well. Locking in. Big up for the super chat as well, Gregory. Big up to Liz and the mods, obviously, honesty, scraps, and that. Keeping the like tally keep going, man. Still over 200 of you guys in the building on 154 likes, I think. So if you haven't, make sure you please do so. Savage G, as always, man, pleasure, bro. Do you guys have any videos coming up today?
No.
Yes, sir.
What video you got coming up?
Yes, I just dropped the Sesko to United. So just literally just wrap it up.
I thought you one yesterday, the movie one. It was good, man.
Yeah, bro. Love. No, I was trying to it was interesting. I saw the video about Alfonso talking about actors and that. So I said, oh yeah, let me chop it up, man.
Yeah, because you was moving like me for a bit, bro. Had your channel in the gulag and that, just doing nothing, getting dust. That's what happened on Hugo Online, bro. I tried to do the revamp, got rid of my videos, then didn't post again, bro.
Yeah,
it's like it's difficult, bro. Like I need that. I've got an idea of what I'm going to necessarily do on that channel, but I said for the next like couple of weeks, I'm just gonna do random videos, but I'm gonna center it towards something else later on. So,
nice.
Any raps videos?
Possibly, guys. Possibly.
What's that mean?
Possibly.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I have to look it up in the dictionary.
Wow. Wow.
Nah, I was nah, man. I feel like we just need to get the campfire conversations back, man. To be fair, because those were dope, bro. Just vibes in, great conversations as always, innit? But listen, football-wise, guys.
Hey, man's on holiday, bro. Like, man's a free man soon. You know what I'm saying? So when you're ready for the campfire, man's a free man, bro.
Lock
I'm a
it
free
in.
man
So,
now.
in terms of what's coming up next on this channel,
Baby
guys,
oil and Pornhub in there.
no, we're not.
Oh,
No, we can't do that.
Okay.
Age verification and you know what I'm saying? Can't really
Verification.
run
Gotta
it.
put your passport in. And
Enz was there before Pornhub and he'll be there after, bro. You get me? He's old as shit, bro, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Bro. Enz was there when porn started, bro. You get me? Them dusty things and that, bro.
Oh, the pizza man. He ain't got enough money to pay for pizza.
how do you guys know about these things, brother? You were born.
I watch a lot of movies. I watch a lot of movies and they insinuate.
G told me.
He told you. All right, guys, listen. What's
No, to
coming
be fair,
up?
Savage was telling me about his OnlyFans, so I thought, hey, you know what?
Guys,
I'm not the accountant, bro. I just ain't started it, innit? I need a new mask.
Trying to leave.
Sorry, bro. I just need a new mask.
Sorry.
Yeah, the Rey Mysterio on broke, he said. Guys, listen, what's coming up later on this stream, on this channel? I should have a video later with Sunshine and Sophia later, but I don't know at the moment. I'm just waiting to see because I might be busy. But
They're both United fans.
They're both United fans, so we'll be able to hear what the United fans are saying, man, how they're feeling. Because I have seen their tweets, and none of the two want. They don't want Šeško at their team. So I will be asking the questions if we get that stream going. It's up at the moment, but we're 50-50 whether or not that's going to go forward. And then, yeah, I think the rest of the week has all been scheduled as well, apart from if we do any transfer stuff during the week as well. So much to look forward to, man. Season's upon us as well. Palace on the weekend should be a vibe. Yes, and then the following weekend,
you doing the watch along?
We've got Bournemouth
in the Palace top.
I mean, I'm definitely not doing a watch along, but will I be sitting in the Palace?
No, because I think you should jump on Enz's preview as a Palace fan because
I should, shouldn't I? You know the worst thing about it, I actually have a T-shirt that says Crystal Palace on it.
Anyways, big up to Liz. Liz said she'll clip that. Fair enough. Yeah. All right, guys. If not, catch you guys later, man. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.